Hey everyone, welcome to Slater's Wrist Game. Today we're going to do a full review of a watch I've owned for a couple of months, and it is called a Timex Digital Spear. But before I get started, I'd like to say thanks for watching this video. Please continue to comment, like, and subscribe, and hit the notification bell, and also follow me at Slater's Wrist Game on Instagram. Okay? But yeah, so this is a watch I didn't hear much about. It's called a Timex Digital Spear. Timex is known for a lot of great watches. They've been around for a long time. They're based out of Waterbury, Connecticut. And this is only the second Timex that I've actually owned. But they do have a lot of iconic watches, like they have the Easy Reader. I think they have one called an Iron Man, but they have a number of watches. They've been around for a long time. They are an American-made company. And I think their only rivals are pretty much Casio and maybe Armatron. And you got a few other ones. You got, I think one's called Skami. But Timex does a good job on not only analog watches, but digital watches. But I picked this one up. Now, this one normally retails for $49, and I picked it up for $19.99 during a Labor Day weekend sale. And I've actually grown to like it a lot, all right? So the first thing we're going to go over are some of the basic specs. So as far as the model number, this one is TW5M34600, okay? So that's the model number on this one. This watch has a 45 millimeter case measured horizontally. It has a 17 millimeter height. I really like the way this watch is designed. It has a lug to lug of 53 millimeters, okay? The lug width at the top is 24 millimeters, and it tapers to 22 millimeters at the clasp. You see there's a lot of sizing holes in this strap. And it is 50 meters water resistant. And one of the things I like about this watch, it only weighs 110 grams, all right? So very lightweight, even though it's a larger case, especially the lug to lug. So I just like, the reason I like this watch because it has this large digital display. I like to go to the gym and work out. So if I'm on a treadmill, I just want to look at my wrist. If I'm in a sauna in a steam room and I don't want to stay in there too long, I like to be able to look at a watch that has an easy to read display. And it has a lot of information on it too. But that's what I liked about this one. But this watch actually is packed with a lot of features. So especially for either $50 or $20. And I picked it up for $20, but even for $50, you get a lot of features. So obviously it has a stopwatch feature. You can see here the button for that. You did the STP. It has a 10 lap memory. Has a lap timer. It has an alarm. Also has and it has this little indigo light. It's probably can't see that because I'm right next to this light. But this watch here is packed with alarms. So just going through, hitting the mode button, you can just see the different modes here. Here's the alarm here. I haven't set it yet, haven't used it yet. Now I think this is back to the main screen, but basically you have a lot of alarms, a lot of things you can do with this watch, and it's very affordable. Okay. And so no complaints there. You look at the dial, you see Timex at the top of the dial. You see it has water resistance or WR 50 millimeters at there. There's like a 10-second countdown timer in this little window here. Sorry about that. And then you have your indigo light and you have your mode button. It's pretty easy to set. And this is where you can have your little lap timer here. But I do like this one here. Very good looking watch. I think this black case with this black rubber strap and this, and like I said, the stainless steel case, it works with a lot. The strap is very lightweight, very comfortable. I like the design of the strap. It makes me think about a car tire. See a lot of sizing holes in this strap, and it does taper about 2 millimeters, which is great. The crystal on this one is an acrylic crystal. So it's not a mineral crystal. I mean, it's not a sapphire crystal, but I'm certainly not expecting to get a sapphire crystal. Here's a look at the other strap here. You had a couple of keepers here, and you got this buckle clasp here. And it's not signed or anything. Just to take a look at the case back, let's take a look at the case back here. Hopefully we can get this watch to focus. Maybe this camera to focus. You actually can see the model number on the back of this case. But oh, and here's the back of the silicone strap. You can see the design on the back side of the strap here. I put this thing to pretty good use. I just literally took off one of the keepers. But yeah, I think this watch is a great value. Now, what do I like about this one? Well, first of all, I like the large digital display on this watch here. And it is a quartz watch, a quartz chronometer. But it is, I like the large display. I like all the information. You got the day of the week, which today is Wednesday. Well, I'm filming this October the 30th. And you see the countdown timer. So just a lot of good information is very legible. So I like that. Also has a light, which I do use sometime for this indigo light here, different modes. So it's pretty slick. It is 110 grams, so it's very lightweight. And the watch is very comfortable. Sometimes you can actually forget this watch is on your wrist. A couple of things I don't like. Well, the water resistance of 50 millimeters. I typically like watches that are 100 meters. And typically Casio will always give you at least 100 meters water resistance on their watches. I do have an Armatron. It also has 100 meters. So most of my Casios I'm only on two. They both had 50 meters. And the lug to lug, now I don't have a problem with a 53 millimeter lug to lug, but for some people that's going to be a deal breaker. But then again, it might be okay because the straps kind of hang down on this one, and it is a silicone strap, so it's not a bracelet. So a lot of people still might be able to make this work. But I think you need like a 7-inch wrist or higher to make this work. Maybe you can push it with a 6.5-inch wrist. But the design I do like the side of the case and the designs on the side of this case here. You see the buttons here. Here's the side of the other case. Overall, I think the aesthetics of the watch is pretty cool. I like it. See, you got free exposed screws on the top of the case. Okay, the bezel, it actually is a fixed bezel. It is not a rotational bezel. But yeah, overall, I'm happy with this one. Now, they say, like I said, retails for $49.99. I actually was able to pick it up for $19.99. I'm gonna have to look and see how much this thing tends to go for on average, because I got it during a sale for Labor Day, and I was looking to get a nice, affordable quartz watch on sale. So I'm happy with this one. Right now, let's just go ahead and do a wrist shot. Now, right now, I'm wearing my Hamilton Khaki Feel, one of my favorite watches. I actually had a coworker to compliment me on this today. Nice leather strap. I've done a full review and unboxing of this one. But let me take this watch off and do a wrist shot of the Timex digital spear. And surprisingly, you don't find a lot of reviews or unboxings of the digital spear. If I can ever get this this Hamilton off my wrist. Sorry guys, I didn't know I was going to struggle like this just to get the watch off. All right, put this to the side. Now my wrist is 7 1/4 inches, which is 18 centimeters. But here in November, now in the summer it was 7 1/4. May have actually shrank to 7 right now because we're literally almost November. It's starting to get cold here. But let's go ahead and put this on the wrist. Let's do a wrist roll. Okay. So basically we'll go ahead and start here. Do a quick wrist turn. Very lightweight, very comfortable. 53 millimeters lug to lug on a 7 1/4 inch wrist, which could be 7 inches right now. It's because it's winter time. In the winter, my wrist does shrink a little bit, just like most people. But actually, I like this one. Very legible, a lot of features for the money, very comfortable, and it pretty much gets the job done. Now, I bought watches that have more features, but you don't even use them. But you can use one alarm and a stopwatch and a lap timer. Okay, there's stuff. They're giving you enough features that, you know, they're not just giving you features for the sake of saying they're giving you features. All right. So that concludes this video. I do recommend this watch for people who want something that's affordable and durable and comfortable without just being too complicated. Okay. So thanks for watching this one. Please continue to comment, like, subscribe, hit the notification bell, and I will bring you another video soon. All right, thanks, and enjoy your day.